Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Monday, January 7th. Monday, January 7th. Okay, so I have a mini announcement that fits into our perspective for today. You can see that I've said it's the perspective today is on your keen ears. Hey, Mr. Threet, your keen ears and listening. We already know um, communication is one of the effective. Let me clarify that. Hey, ma'am. Good morning, Miss Katoya and Terry. Thank you for all who are joining me. Listen, not just talking, but effective communication. That's a skill set that leaders um, are mandated to have and grow and develop. Good morning, Mother. Hey, Mother. And Terry. Oh, Terry, I miss you guys tremendously. It's not an option. Some things are optional. You know, you can be a tremendous leader and not have a full grasp on a balance sheet. You can be a phenomenal leader and not know the board members and the board of directors and all your competitors. That kind of stuff you can get away with. Communication is too important for it to be a weak skill or one that is um, chaotic. If you are a communicator who um, is vacillating in all of your decisions. 1 minute you say this, 1 minute you say that. And it's too important a skill. It is a mandatory skill set that we possess as leaders. And we already know that it's more than just what comes out of our mouth. Hey, Mary and Patricia, again, thank you. It's more than what comes out of our mouth. Because you can say a whole lot without opening your mouth just by one raised eyebrow. Perfectly timed, just a raised eyebrow will set the entire conversation. Like, oh my goodness. Not even, so our not just the verbal, but our nonverbal communication is tremendous. I was having a conversation recently, and a statement was made that I had to figure out if I agreed with it or not. Hey, Miss Johnny, had to figure out and determine if I agree with that or not. So I wasn't too quick to say, I just said, And that was like, why'd you say that? I didn't say anything. Yes, you did. You said, So I mean, there's power in the way we communicate or not. Our tone goes, I said I was sorry, didn't I? Oh, you got, okay, that was very convincing. I don't think so. You said the words, but the tone in which it was delivered changed the entire environment. Wherever you were, everything just said, leave her alone, did not say another word. Okay, so our communication and how effectively we do it, how much time are you or do you spend developing effective keyword effective? Not hot air. Do not contribute to global warming. I'm talking effective communication that once it leaves your lips, it's understood and people can pick it up and run with it and do things. That's when you've communicated, not simply because a whole lot of stuff comes through your lips. You do not need to get excited thinking that you were a great communicator. Okay, the receiving end has a lot to do with that. It's a two-way street. We have to give and take. Well, a part of listening, a part of communication, I don't have to think. I know it is very, very overlooked, is listening. Hello, Miss Keisha. Listening is a huge part of communication that I am very sure is overlooked. Okay. Not even the written. We understand the power of written communication. Write an email. You could say something as simple as, I need to speak with you. Now, you've given people on the other end of that communication, on the other end of that email, they up all night and they have, oh my goodness, they can't have sleep. They got indigestion. They can't enjoy the dinner or anything because you said, I need to talk to you. And in their mind, it was taken as, I need to talk to you. When in your mind, you was like, I need to talk to you. But you didn't go into, I've got great news. You just simply said those few words. I need to talk to you. 6 words, powerful. But without context, again, you raise people's blood pressure. Listening is a skill that is overlooked. And I was reminded within the last couple of weeks, the person gave the analogy, and it reminded me of my mother when we were growing up. Miss Dot, when Miss Dot really wanted to get your attention, she would whisper to you. I mean, it was like something really important, but she was not about to overtalk you. First of all, you weren't overtalking Miss Dot. That was not happening. But she would whisper to you. She would whisper to you. And it forced you to shut out some of all this stuff that was going on around you and lean way in, and to hone in on what she was saying, because it was important. And so I've said that to say I am starting out 2019 basically for the rest of the month, towards the end of the month, where I will be leaning in and listening with keen ears. These ears and the hearing capacity has to be honed. It has to be increased for the important things. And specifically for me, I'm talking about I need to understand and listen clearly for the Lord speaking to me. The majority of the noise and the loud voices and the distractors in my life come from social media. When I did my self-assessment, I spent too much time with social media, way outside these perspectives. And some of the time, not all of it, but some of it, I can't point to what it's gotten me. I cannot point to the end result. So then it becomes just noise, and I had to figure out, I don't have an end result to this. It's not getting me closer to where I need to be. That looks like a distraction to me. Looks like a distractor. Okay. I said all that to say, until the end of the month, I will only be posting the perspectives and then hopping off of social media. I have a few things that I will be doing with social media very specifically, and that is my lane. And I have handcuffed myself, because in order to hear Miss Dot's voice when she was whispering, and she was not going to raise her voice. She was not going to raise her voice. You better do what you need to do to get the word, because she is not going to raise her voice. And it was pretty important. I needed whatever was coming out of her mouth. So like that, I am cutting down that chatter, that noise. I'm cutting it out, because I need to hear very clearly. And I've got to hone my clarity. My keen listening skills have to be honed. It is a skill that must be practiced. So I am not being rude if you make a comment and I do not respond. It's just that this season I need to do more. I've got to hear clearly. Again, you can't take people where you have not been. And if I'm not, let me speak for myself. If I'm not getting instruction, if I'm not getting direction and guidance, what do I have to offer? Absolutely this much. So just know that I love and appreciate tremendously all who are always joining on and encouraging me. Tremendous encouragement from you to me. And I appreciate that. I hear you, Keisha. So like Keisha, I'm not only going to do better, it's not just going to be, on the fly. I have to be deliberate in this. It has to be intentional. I have cut off all my notifications. So the ding that would, oh, who else is saying something? And what? There's a new Periscope out, and there. No, I need some quiet. I need to be deliberate in listening and developing that skill. So I still post the daily perspectives. I'm still live, 7 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, 4 a.m. Pacific. But don't get a little attitude when you say something phenomenal and I do not I do not respond. I am in a social media blackout or brownout, because at least I'm gonna be doing the perspectives. I'm in a brownout for the next 3 weeks or so. So I appreciate you tremendously. And hey, Reginald, and I'm encouraging you to make keen your communication style. Clean that thing up. And if listening is a weaker area for you, cut down some of all this noise, whatever your noise is, but be deliberate with it. Okay. Thank you for understanding. Literally, I am out. Oh, Keisha. Mwah. Okay. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.